It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bears and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like he talked about.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading them out is the only quarterback taken in the first two rounds of that 2022 draft, out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He finds Aguilar. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Kevin Byard comes up with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, well, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pass complete, that's Devin Duvernay. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Johnson up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They run the counter with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They put a receiver in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears have a great first half. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football, because this defense is hunting for more.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Now Pickett. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Here we go, right up the gut. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Carney's kick is good, and that will add to their score.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns ready for their next shot here on offense. Kenny Pickett leading them out. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down. Pickett set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. First down throw by Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Williams to throw. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Williams set to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
To throw is Pickett. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it on 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 42. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. The Bears headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. That's 5, it looks like, on the play, so now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Now Williams. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Hand off to the back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They give up the middle to Ford. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Handoff now from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. 2 yards on the pickup, and that gives the Browns a 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Play action on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To throw, Pickett. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He breaks the tackle, and he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. 3rd down from the gun. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. David Njoku, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Now here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Gets this to Johnson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Pickett to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on first down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. 3rd and long for him here. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, and that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be Bears football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Working quickly here. From the 27. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Williams to throw on first. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
The Browns going on offense here, very late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Now Pickett. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Pickett set to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Here's Pickett. Connects with Johnson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. From the 46. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Now here's Pickett. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. To throw is Pickett. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Williams. Komet brings it in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. From the 31. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Carney's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. So we've hit halftime in Chicago. It's been a good one for the home crowd. The Bears out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Zay Flowers, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Saquon Barkley, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. On first down, they'll run. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Broke through the tackle. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. To throw, Pickett. That one's complete over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Pickett will look to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Stays in the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Punting unit out now. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here. 6 yards. Hit made by TJ Edwards. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left. Here's Ford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Running it now out of the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now an inside give to Johnson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 8. That throw finds Komet. A lot of mess on the move here. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears go up by 12. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He's throwing for it! And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 3 now. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. Pickett to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Tillman. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Setting up the running back screen. And they had that one contained right at the line. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Pickett. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Shotgun snap, a gift, fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Browns football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. Third and 4 coming up now. Pickett set to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Bears are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To throw, Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now here's Pickett. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. To throw is Pickett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home team's ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. A give left side to Johnson. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Hand off to the back. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Johnson up the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They'll run this with Johnson. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
A first-and-goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Here's Pickett. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Dumped off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've got a man in motion. They're going to throw it on third and long. And they pick him off again. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick-6. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. To throw, Pickett. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Pickett will look to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They are throwing it again. And they pick him off again. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears have it now on his 8th pick of the year. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They motion the tight end over. They go counter. It's Johnson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more, and that's going to bring up third and very long. Here's Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Nothing for them there, maybe 1 yard. That's going to be fourth down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Working inside the red zone. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the set. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those. After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Give now to the running back. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. So the Bears come away with the win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.